All right, let's go ahead
And
and
we're going to show the Charleston clip as well.
Yeah, we're going to
Charleston
show
White
that
as
too.
well.
Don't worry, guys.
That was wild.
So this is the clip.
Infamous
from the
clip.
off the record thing, right? Where man, I was bald as hell.
Night and day, no waves at all, bro.
I was bald as hell, man. Y'all can see the bald spot in the back of the dome. All right, let's go ahead and play.
Sand.
You may think dudes are running into her. You're trying to tell people to stay away from.
I mean, well, sure, she could tell. She was saying that we're wrong, I guess, about that.
Well,
so you tell us a little bit about yourself. Then.
No, I think you know more about me than I do myself. So you're saying no, obviously you do though, because you said that you warn guys about girls like me. So tell me about girls like me.
Fair use.
Just
Humor
women
me.
in general. Like, I mean,
Well, no, but no, don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here
This was an off-camera
that
conversation.
you did say that
That's true.
you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
Oh, pause real
you're
quick.
not special. You're like other girls.
So the Donza Project is a podcast that she did with Charleston White. So shout out to him for saying
Oh,
that.
okay, that's the podcast.
We're gonna that's one that she twerked
Okay.
on Charleston White, which is hilarious.
Okay, all right.
Shout out to them.
That's the key.
I'm not special.
You're like,
So-
you're like other women that are
So
like.
what makes you special then?
I never said I was. But you're trying to say, well, what makes me different from like a lot of women operate the way you do? Which
And
is,
how do I operate?
in general, what I just said before, women, it's a dance between the two genders. Men are trying to get sex. Women are trying to get resources,
said
time,
it
attention,
before.
whatever it is that they're looking for. And a lot of girls play the game better than guys. We talk about this openly on our podcast. And we're teaching guys how to not necessarily get finesse and get what they want out of girls, which a lot of the times is intimacy, but they're not able to get it. But girls are easily able to obtain money, time, resource, attention, whatever it is. Girls are running laps around dudes, which is why podcasts like ours exist.
Do you believe that
Pause.
Brittany has been?
Nigga, I was icy as hell.
No response for that.
But she's about to go crazy on us right now after this.
Yeah. So, and she's angry, guys, because like I had basically said, like, yo, this is the type of woman that you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Right. And she had an issue with that, but it's like, no, like, yeah, this is the type of girl that you want to
And
avoid.
of course, we're on a podcast. So you want to tell us about yourself, bro? Just tell us.
Yeah.
So everyone can hear. We already know. But
Yeah. But again, like, bro, I told you the reason why she's not special, guys, is because lots of women operate and deal and behave the way that she does. Attractive girls typically, in general, behave and act the same way.
and she also thinks that she's special and she should get the man that she wants because.
Yes, like, bro, like I need y'all to like really like understand this, like the hot female psyche. The attract, because here's the thing, Brittany Renner is not ugly, right? I mean, I'm not
gonna
past
lie,
her
bro.
prime, but you know,
If I don't know anything about her, well, I'm gonna still smash regardless. But that's not the point.
like she's an attractive female. But
Man of
like
God.
what I want y'all to understand is that the more attractive a woman is, right, the more skewed a lot of the times her perception of reality, all right? And the more that she's able to manipulate things in her favor and not necessarily be held accountable. When girls are hot, guys, life is on easy mode, okay? Like, I want y'all to really, like, get this for a second, right? Like, let's go into a dream situation. Let's say you turn 18 years old, right? And all of a sudden, you get Cash App donations out of nowhere. You get matches on Tinder all the time. You swipe right with every baddie. It's a right.
For free.
Right? Then you start getting DMs from Kim Kardashian, Miley Cyrus, models.
Cyrus?
I don't know.
I
I don't know, bro. But regardless, you're getting DMs from famous women
Jessica Alba.
that are hot, right?
Yeah.
There are attractive women, right? The hell, even Britney Spears trying to shoot a shot at you, right? Women all over the place hitting you up, right? And saying, yo, I'll fly you out to LA, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, you just graduated from high school, bruh. You 18, 19 years old, just graduated, just figuring things out. You bought your first pack of cigarettes, right? You're getting invited to Tulum, to LA, to New York City. You're getting certain opportunities to model. You're getting flown out to cool locations. People are sending you money randomly on Cash App. You decide to open up an OnlyFans and you sell only mans in this case, only mans, and you go ahead and sell feet pictures and you're making $10,000 a month. Let me ask y'all a real question here. Would you still go to the gym? Would you still go and study the other gender? Would you actually go out and try to self-improve? Would you work hard manual labor jobs? Would you go ahead and learn another language? Would you put in the work to become a better man? Let me ask y'all that. Would you?
I'm independent. I'm a boss, babe. I can do whatever I feel like. I'm a PhD. I'm special. Nigga. Sorry, go ahead.
But the point is that none of y'all would put in the work to become better. You wouldn't care about learning about the other gender because they're giving you everything you already want. My friends, that is the female experience when you're hot. There you go. Ta-da! And a lot of you guys wonder, why do women behave the way that they do? Why are they delusional? Why don't they treat me like a human being? Why are they so rude? Why are they so crass? Why do they think that they're better than me? That is why, as soon as they become of age, and sometimes even before that, unfortunately, they get male attention and they get male resources for nothing more than the fact that they exist, guys. If you were in that position, you would behave the same way. So you can't be mad at them. You just got to understand them, accept them, and move accordingly. Brittany Renner is an example of this.
Modern day.
Literally, like, no real skills. Dated NBA player. Now she's famous because she's attractive and she met a famous guy.
Yeah.
Women literally live life on easy mode, guys, when they're attractive enough.
Just for being pretty.
That's what it is.
Yo, imagine her son at school, bro. Like, being teased, being made fun of. I mean, bro, that's going to suck, man. It's going to suck. Play the clip, though.
Why Women Deserve Less in stores right now. I literally talk about this, guys, in detail. Go get the book. All right, let's keep going.
She about to spaz now.
And effective in extracting, as you say, time, resources, and other things out of dudes.
Yeah, to a degree, sure. Yeah. I mean, like, a lot of girls want to do. I mean, well, here's the thing. You've been so adamant about me being incorrect, and I don't know, and you don't know me, and all this other stuff. Tell me then. Maybe we're off. Who knows?
Well, I think, first of all, let's bring it back a couple notches. Okay? So there's really a lot to unpack here because my first question to you is, what do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel?
She a therapist?
I mean, I know everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does that make you feel? Because if I say you're a bitch ass nigga, that does something for me, right? If I insult you or if I tell you you're not special, you're forgettable, what does that do for me? No, but that doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying, what if I call you? If I just say that again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup.
Shots fired.
The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it. Right? That's how I feel. Right. But so that's fine. But for me,
Pause.
That's okay if it wasn't a fit.
So as y'all can see here, right, she's trying to get a rise out of us.
Yeah.
This is where maintaining frame is very important, right? She's obviously angry, very upset. She had seen a couple of our clips, and she's internalizing what we said, and she's taking it extremely personally. And this is very common, right, guys? How many times have I talked on the podcast and I say things that are generally true about women, and they get angry, they internalize what I say, and then they say, "Well, I'm not like that," and they get mad, right? For example, if I was to say most dudes are fat bums, chat's not going to get angry at me. No one's going to get mad and be like, "Well, Myron, no." Yeah. Like, that's a female trait. Like, guys are going to be like, "Yeah, you're right. Most dudes are fat bums. Yeah, you're right, actually." You know? But if I say most women are useless because they've never had to be useful to a degree when it comes to a relationship and understanding what men want. Whoa! So, in other words, right? Women almost always, not all the time, but they tend to internalize things that you say, personalize it, get angry, get triggered, and they're not able to kind of step out of the situation and be like, "Okay, well, he just made a general statement. That doesn't apply to me." And that's why she's mad. And I am bald as hell in this clip. This is awesome. Let's keep going.
For me, but I also don't need to, in a way kind of try to devalue what you guys have going on, because at the end of the day, I might not agree with anything you guys talk about, because honestly, I feel like when you've seen 2 or 3 videos, you've seen them all. But the reality is that I went to your guys' page and I went to.
When you see 2 or 3 videos, you've seen them all. Hold on one second. We're interviewing women. What does that tell you? That women
are not
special. Thank you for proving my point. Like,
she even said
it herself. She inadvertently just admitted, if you've seen one episode, you've seen them all. Why? Because women in general think very similarly. Groupthink. I don't like this. My feelings. I feel like blah, blah, blah. They're all very similar. And that's fine, because human beings in general are very similar. Men are very similar. Like, I don't sit here and try to say, "I'm special, I'm different." Man, you guys all, what? We got 9.5 y'all watching on YouTube, and we got another 13,000 plus or 12,000 plus of y'all on Rumble. We all generally think the same. Like, we all really do. Like, guys think the same in general, bro. Like, we're really not that special. The only difference between me and you is I'm on a podcast out here in Miami talking about it, and I'm able to say it without necessarily getting fired from my job, right? Like, or getting canceled. Well, maybe somewhat canceled, right? So, yeah, we all think the same, bro. We really do. It's just that most guys can't say this shit. Let's keep going.
Look at that hairline, though.
Yeah, it's pretty
The
bad.
different links and the different services and the courses that you
yours
guys
is good.
offer. And I do see that there's a place for that. So even though it may not have been in alignment with what I am about, I can still give credit where it's due without trying to devalue you guys, because you guys are doing something special, right? Because you guys are, I mean, are there a lot of other people doing what you do? You could consider your guys' podcast special, right?
No,
I
they
think
are.
what she's mentioned is like the self-help portion for dudes, where you guys
Okay, start
offer
over here,
services.
and then go to 7. The next 7, I think 12. That's where we talk back, because they didn't show this part on the actual.
Of course not, they didn't.
Yeah.
Elegant
She
dance
schooled us,
between
guys.
the two genders to get what they want. Correct? I said men want sex, women want resources, attention, money, time, whatever it is from a man. It changes per girl. Some girls want money, some girls want attention, some girls want time, some girls want a hot guy, whatever it is. But there's a multivariate requirement from women of what they want. Men typically it's just sex. So in that regards of intersexual dynamics between men and women, I'm saying you're not special because you're like every other girl. You want to get resource, time, attention, or whatever it may be, commitment from a man, and a man wants to get sex from you. So when it comes to that, we're talking about biology of what men want from women. You are not special. You are just like every other girl, just like I'm every other guy. The difference is this. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm special, I'm Myron Gaines, I can do this and that. we said all the time, city boys up, blah. Like, we don't sit here and try to make ourselves look special. We're regular guys. We want sex. It is what it is. But women run around and say, I'm special,
I'm a
I'm
10.
different.
I'm 20.
It's like, nah, bro, y'all don't live in reality a lot of times. You guys say, I deserve that, I deserve this, I'm special. Someone looks at me as special. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a woman, I'm a guy. You are playing the game to get what you want out of the relationship. I'm playing the game to get what I want out of the relationship, or temporary relationship, whatever it is. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm special. That's what I'm talking about. You could say you're special in other regards, but I'm talking about between men and women. That is the game. That's how it is.
Stop here.
All right.
So, guys, the end
So
of this
as you can see,
podcast,
she's very combative.
she actually agrees with us 100%. You know what? You
Yes.
guys are right. I might have
Yeah,
been
go
wrong
watch
here.
it.
So go watch it at the very end of that podcast.
And basically, and what I
Spotify.
concluded was, I concluded this. I'll sum it up for you guys. I basically said, yo, Brittany, you've reached a certain level of fame and income where it is going to be very difficult for you to be with a regular guy. Even a high-earning guy that has a trade or a skill set like a doctor or a lawyer is probably going to have a point of contention with your profession, you being out there on the internet all the time. You're getting older, because I think at the time that we filmed that, was she already 30?
Yeah. And actually, we mentioned as well, her need
Yeah.
for attention is going to hurt her even more, because
Yes.
she already wrote the book. We're like, yo, you messed up on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But your constant need for attention to even get more attention is going to be bad for you.
I told her, like, yo, like, the only chance you have is you need to get with a guy that has clout and money. But the problem is that you have clout and money, and the thing is that you've put yourself out there in a certain way where any guy that commits to you is going to be made fun of. His image is going to take a hit to a degree, because you have this book out, you've been on social media, like, known for, like, finessing athletes and rappers. Like, the very group that you want to market yourself to, you've also hurt yourself to. And then on top of that, if you want to get a regular guy, right, you ain't going to respect him. You're not going to want to be with him because he doesn't have clown status. And he's not going to probably want you being all over the internet. And then on top of that, let's say you want to get with a doctor or lawyer. Well, their image matters. They can't be a doctor practicing with their girl all over Instagram looking crazy.
And also, she left PJ because he cheated. And we're like, yo, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Most guys of that caliber are going to cheat on you.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Facts.
Oh, no, I'm different. He can't cheat on me. You're different? You're special?
Bruh.
No, you're not.
I forgot that part.
Yeah.
Because she also won't tolerate infidelity. And I was like, bro, you better tolerate infidelity with your past. Like, yo, this is a perfect example of what I mean when I say women write checks that they can't cash.
Yeah.
Right? Like, a girl will be, like, when you account for everything, age, background, all this shit, she'll be like a 6. When you take the totality of the circumstances, her image, her age, her bringing in a child, her etc., all these things, right? She'll be like a 6. And then she'll want a guy that's like a 9. And she'll expect that guy to only be with her. Like, yo, delusion. But again, what was the example I gave out before? if you gotten everything that you ever wanted in life from the opposite gender for nothing more than existing, you would be delusional too. Like we can't be too mad at her. We can't be too mad at these types of women that are IG influencers and can't find a guy. Like they literally don't know any better. Life has been on easy mode. They literally has been on easy mode for years. For the better part of 10 to 15 years, her life has been on easy mode. But now, right, the chickens have come to roost. The wall is here. And it's very difficult for women to swallow that pill. They either accept it and lower their standards, right? Or they say, no, I'm not settling. And then they just live a life of perpetual singlehood, which is where a lot of modern day women are going to be. And I gave a very dark prediction on this. It's on my Instagram. But I predict in the next 10 to 20 years, right? Well, between the next 10 to 30 years, right? You're going to see an influx of females on antidepressant medication, on anti-anxiety medication that are literally like going to be fucked up mentally because the amount of attention that they get from the opposite gender has been exacerbated thanks to the internet. And once that attention starts to fade because you got a new set of girls that are hot, that are on Instagram, etc., it's going to mess with their psyche.
Yeah.
It's literally going to mess with their psyche.
There's a term for these women that are no longer I want to say the appeal of the current times. They're called the invisible women.
Yeah.
It's real. What's the model that was older that was saying, oh, guys don't look at me anymore because I'm not in the limelight
and
anymore.
she didn't even get a fraction of the attention that a lot of these girls are getting now. She was a Playboy model. Like, she had gotten some attention. She was dating a rock star.
Yeah.
Right? And she was famous, right, back in the 80s and 70s, I think. And then now she's like 50 or 60, and no one notices her. And she's constantly on her Instagram crying and tears and shit because this is a woman that grew up very beautiful, got everything she wanted, got older. She doesn't get the same amount of attention, and she's literally losing her mind. And bro, she pales in comparison when it comes to commanding attention that some of these girls are getting on Instagram now. Bro, we're talking about 18-year-olds that have 200,000 followers on Instagram. Do you know what
Corrupted.
type of do you get like how that messes with your psyche when you get all these things given to you and then all of a sudden it's like taken from you like in an instant, 20, 30 years from now, bam, gone. You're no longer, people don't care about you no more.
Those
like,
constant
gone.
dopamine hits are addictive. And to stop at a certain age, you're like, wait, what's going on? So then what do you have to do? Go crazy for more attention. You got to do the extreme.
Some of y'all, right, that are watching the show have an addiction to corn, if you know what I'm saying. Starts with a P. Porn. Right? And imagine that you have this addiction and then it just gets ripped from you, right? And you don't like slowly, ease yourself off, wean off, whatever. Guys, for a lot of women, Instagram is the functional equivalent to corn for men that are addicted. Telling y'all, bro. And here's the other scary part. A lot of these girls, like if their Instagram got deactivated or whatever, they're not even making money on it. They'll lose their mind. They'll literally lose their mind.
I think now as well, you got to add in TikTok because it gives them the everyday update of feminism, how they should be, what they shouldn't tolerate. Dude, it's scary because it's a whole religion on TikTok. It's like girls go on that app, they look for girls that are kind of like them. Oh, girl, do this, do that. And it's like, these girls are not even, I want to say the best person to give them advice about relationship because then the stars are single. So it's crazy.
And that's why like these tradcons like don't get it. Like they get angry at us like, oh, you're like promoting people being degenerates, blah, 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 blah. And like, listen, man, with Instagram, with TikTok, with social media, etc., women always reserve the right to regress back to feminism, socialism, all these ideals that destroyed the family. Girls will go back to that if they're no longer happy in a relationship. Wake up. They will go ahead and sell you the tradcon dream. I'm a good Christian woman. And then as soon as things piss her off, she back on TikTok talking about I'm going to break up all the single ladies. She going to be listening to Beyonce all of a sudden. Like, bro. And here's the thing. Nothing is stopping her from switching up on you, right? Giving you divorce paperwork thanks to the no-fault divorce. You lose the home, you lose the kid, you lose the money, you got to pay alimony. Why? Because she got changed, because she decided to be on TikTok or Instagram, and what are they telling girls? Yo, you need to be happy in your relationship. You need to find the best guy. Girl, if you're not happy, leave him. We have an entire industry created to tell women to stay perpetually single, to not, to divorce, etc. There's a market, there's an economy on this, guys. There's divorce lawyers out there that are making a bag off of this. You're telling me that your traditional conservative woman isn't going to change her mind as soon as she's not happy anymore? Women don't marry for duty anymore. They marry for their personal happiness and to have the title of wife, but they don't want to be a fucking wife. So what are you going to do? You need to acclimate yourself to the new dating marketplace. And that's what all these guys that want to go ahead and try to bash us and say that we're toxic alpha males, telling guys to hook up with 50 girls, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't live in reality. And that's why I will destroy every single one of y'all in a debate. Because when you look at the numbers, you look at the statistics, you look at dating apps, you look at marriage statistics, you look at divorce statistics, you look at alimony, you look at all these numbers, there's only one conclusion you can come to. Most women don't like most men. Most women's standards are not necessarily attainable for their level of sexual market value, and most girls can't cash out the checks that they're trying to write. So what I'm saying is this: men need to adapt. The social conventions that were in place before that kept men safe from being divorce raped are gone. Religion, shame, the church, the mosque, all these things, they're gone. Women can do whatever they want nowadays, and that's fine. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, women shouldn't have any rights, blah, 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 blah. But what I am saying is that they're equal to you now. And since they're equal to you, they have every single incentive to leave you, take your money, and find the next guy because they have more leverage than you do within the confinements of a marriage. So wake the fuck up. Understand that times have changed. God ain't going to save you. You know what's going to save you? Your knowledge. Okay? Because girls reserve the right at any time to say, you know what? I'm atheist now. Here's the divorce paperwork. Bye. Money gone, children gone, house gone, alimony being paid, and guys are absolutely sitting there destitute because they believed in the dream of, let me be a traditional conservative.
We were on Timcast last week, and we debated TrackOn. He made the argument with Tim saying, okay, what if she's religious? Raised in the church girl, has some principles. Isn't that safe enough? And we made the argument, listen, we get it. However, with social media, TikTok, Instagram, she could be in Bucktown, Wyoming, or Idaho, safe and sound over there, where the culture is not that, I wouldn't say preferred in. But at the same time, her phone, the access she has on her phone, is limitless. So, once again, you get her pissed off, you turn her off in certain ways, you don't do what you're supposed to do as a man. She says, you know what? I'm going to go online and de-stress. Goes to TikTok, goes to Instagram, sees better options than you. So it's a matter of time, and then divorce comes along, and then what do? So Myron is right, man. On some level, guys, understand how you enter that relationship will determine how it ends. And if you don't play, I want to say, have a beginning safeguard of, you know what, avoid marriage in certain aspects, because the cultural marriage that we know of today is regarding governments. It can mess you up. Versus in a church or getting married, in a different country, you're pretty much safe. But in the sense of getting married contractually with the government, you're screwed. So it sucks.
We're one of the few podcasts that are popular that have a platform that's fighting back against the machine that is the divorce machine that will absolutely destroy you. And so many guys don't understand. Why? Because you had sex with two girls and you bought into the facade that she's a good Christian woman, she's a good Muslim woman, she's a good... No religion is going to save you, bro.
Yeah.
No religion is going to save you because the internet and the reach and the amount of access that women have on their phones is literally ridiculous. And the reason why I'm speaking this way, and I'm trying to warn you guys, is because I've seen a woman's phone before. If you guys saw the unprecedented reach that a mildly attractive woman has, y'all would never, ever take most of these girls serious. You would be the same way we would be. You would be screening these girls. You'd be putting them through the ringer as far as you want to be my girl. You got to comply with certain commands. You would have crazy boundaries to deal with all the BS. I wish I didn't have to tell y'all to screen a woman out for 6 months to a year. I wish I didn't have to tell y'all that your girl shouldn't be posting sexy photos of herself on the internet. I wish I didn't have to tell y'all that, you need to limit her access to her guy friends, etc. But I put all these things in place to put you guys in the best position where you're going to mitigate risk and keep yourself from being absolutely destroyed and getting your heart broken.
Yeah.
Because I know how men are. I know men love women for real. And some of y'all have put yourselves in really bad positions, whether you were you got attacked, someone attacked you, you went to jail, you were a victim, you might have done something stupid because you loved a girl, whatever. I know what guys will do and the lengths they'll go to when they really care about a woman. So what I'm saying is this: if you're going to get to that level where you're going to care about a woman like that, where she can absolutely destroy your life, you better know what the hell you're getting in with. But most of y'all don't have a clue. That's why you come and find content like us. That's why you find Roll Tomas. You find Fresh and Fit. You find a Donovan Sharp. You find a Modern Life Danny. You find these guys. Why? Because you're looking for answers, and it's not there. It's not out there. It's hard to find this stuff. Thank God the podcast blew up, and you guys are able to find us, and we're able to keep you guys from hurting yourselves. But at the end of the day, we're still like a minute portion of the population. Most guys don't know this stuff. And worse yet, if you do know this stuff and you say anything about it, whoa, silence that guy, fire him, HR, misogynist, toxic, blah, blah, blah. Guys, we got demonetized for this shit. That's the truth. We got demonetized for telling y'all the truth about how the world really works when it comes to dating. We're on the brink of cancellation. But hey, it is what it is. We got, telling the truth comes at a cost sometimes.